Hey, what's up guys, this is Eric here. I want us to take a look at ANO to kind of try and understand and appreciate why it has had such a great move ever since it was added as a breakout alert, I think 2 weeks ago, moving from around the $3.16 area as a buy point on a weekly chart, and this week trading as high as I think a 520, and maybe with a little bit of gains to come probably in the following week, give or take. Now the reason why I decided to make this video is that there's one little observation that I really want you to pay attention to. I mean, this is where stocks become Hall of Fame stocks. This is where stocks that were just in a sector, and suddenly one of them goes on to a great move in a short period of time, and usually you want to find out why. I mean, what is it? Why is it that one stock is doing so well when the rest of them are doing okay? And obviously, being that we're in an environment where we want to put our money in situations where we want to make the most of the opportunity, we will always tend to gravitate to the ones if we can find a method that can lead us to the ones that are going to turn into gems. On this one here, we have a couple of breakouts I would like to now. Remember, there's one observation that this whole video is about, and I'm not going to talk about that for now. Kind of warm you up, for what I'm about to show you. Anyway, at any rate, here in early 2007, we see that ANO moves to a new high around $1, just under $1.25 on a monthly basis. You see that green line right there? It moves to a new high on a monthly basis. Now, as we've discussed in the ultimate Mother breakout principles, a stock needs to move its RSI above 68. Needs to move its RSI to new highs within 3 years for the first time, and we need the MACDs to make new highs, 3-year highs for the first time. Now that should be the minimum. It's only 2 indicators for the ultimate Mother breakout. It's a monthly chart you're looking at, and you also just want 2 indicators, nothing else. I mean, how simple could it be? And yet it is very powerful. Anyway, so we move above $1.25 here, and actually this whole rally here has been a continuation of the initial breakout. So if you really can find a scan that can enable you to get in, somewhere, let me try that, somewhere around here, if you can just get yourself here, even all this here, this run, this move to current highs is still a continuation of this breakout. And so if you're patient and you find stocks breaking out for the first time in 3 years, you can sit in and let them, you can take partial profits along the way. Anyway, sorry about that. Now, so we see that we're in a situation where we can buy a stock just under $1.25 right there. And let's look at what the RSI was doing at the time. We will see that the RSI was actually breaking out to new highs exactly 3 years later. You can see, if you take that to be your first year, your second year, and right there on your third year, right there, the RSI makes a new 3-year high right on schedule. The stock breaks out. And then let's go back and look at what happened with the MACDs. Now the MACD, which is the setting, is actually 4, 9, and 3. So magic, this one works like magic. But at any rate, you see that it too makes a new 3-year high right here, right? 1, 2, exactly 3 years. And that's what has been the reason the stock has traded to new highs ever since, beginning of 07. Okay, so now let's go back and look at Now the stock has had a prior run. It had a nice run in 2003, breaking out from around the 50 cents and going all the way to around $3. Big move. I mean, this is huge. And you can see that even if we go back and just using the 2 indicators, you don't need anything else for the ultimate market breakout. You see, so you see a stock trending to new highs. You go back and look at the RSI. The RSI was making a new all-time high. Yeah, very huge. So it was making a new all-time high at the time. And you can see that the MACD, both MACDs, the main MACD, new high, baby, and the MACD setting making a new high. So in any situation where you'll find a stock doing great, you will always find those minimum requirements. And in situations where stocks don't give you that those parameters, forget about it. They'll do fine, but they'll not turn into superstars. I mean, a stock moving from 50 cents and trading to around $3 in 4 months, that's big. I mean, that's big. So we see that we only need those 2 indicators. Now that when I was preparing this chart, I observed something, and I just want to talk about it briefly. Is even in 2002, when the stock had was really not heavily traded, and probably the price was not as consistent, you see that it did break out around here, makes a new 1-year high, and breaks out under around the 30 cents area, and in 3 months trades as high as $1. It's a big move. And so let's go back and see what the stock was doing at the time. You see at the time right here, if I draw that line right there, you see that right there the RSI was making a new high right there. All right, so that's consistent with our principles. And at the same time, let me go back and make sure. So that was sometime in April of 2002, and we see right there April of 2002, we see that right there our MACDs make new highs. So again 2002, and again our MACDs make new highs. It's very simple, but I tell you what, this is what separates the winners from the laggards. So we see greatness when all those things are aligned. So now let's go back and drill and see why I thought this was a great stock 2 weeks ago, and what I was looking at and looking for. Now I'm gonna go back and say, in the beginning of this video, I said the one observation that got me so excited about this stock is as it broke out above 316 is and obviously volume was okay. That's always obviously there, but the one observation that got me so excited when I was before is right here. I mean, right here. I don't know whether you can see that, but when I saw that the stock was about to make a new all-time monthly RSI high right there, when I saw that potential, because the RSI was probably around here, when I saw the possibility that the stock might move to a new all-time high, I knew this was a home run. I mean, I just knew all we needed to do was for the price to just move a little bit, and the moment we made new highs on the monthly RSI, forget about it. All right, so the stock is moving now today based on that little observation, all-time monthly RSI high right there, and it's enough to launch the stock into greatness. And I don't think it's over. I think the stock has $1, might be up another $1 to around $6 here in a week or so, just because based on this very strong RSI action. Let's theorize for a second. So here in 2003, the stock moves to new highs from 50 cents to around $3, and that's as high. It was such a huge move, and the RSI only got as high as probably 85 area. That's the most it could do given the price move. And then we come back 4 years down the road, and we outperform the RSI behavior right there. Don't you think it makes mathematical sense that now we should see another price performance that would in a way want to rival this move? So whenever you see stock making new RSI high, this is the kind of stuff you should always be patient to look for. There's no point in buying stocks just because you feel like you need to buy a stock. If you can be patient and really be aggressive when you find situations that dictate that there is some potential underlying technical potential. So we get that. I saw that RSI making an all-time high, and I also obviously our Mkts were making new highs right there, new high, and a MACD high right there. So my one observation: watch out for stocks making new highs on their RSI on a monthly basis, and if and when they are also breaking out from a weekly chart. This is very important. If this is all you know when it comes to picking stocks, you should be okay. This is Eric Mwathe with Mwathe.com. As always, peace and blessings to you, big baby.